Several thousand took to the streets of central London, here to protest against possible US strikes on Syria. The march was organised by the Stop the War coalition. They mobilised a million-strong protest on these same streets against Britain's involvement in Iraq back in 2003. They failed then. They planned to be here to prevent David Cameron doing the same thing in Syria. The argument these demonstrators are trying to make has essentially already been won in the British Parliament, which so dramatically defeated David Cameron on Thursday night. That's perhaps why it's a smaller demonstration than previously anticipated, although they're calling it a victory march. It's passionate, and as such it is perhaps an accurate reflection of how the British public feel about military intervention in Syria. Outside the Prime Minister's office in Downing Street, they stop to make their point. Hands up, Syria! Hands up, Syria! The march then gathered in Trafalgar Square, the scene of so many peace protests in the past.
I think it'll be a big mistake, not because I approve of the Assad regime or anyone's use of chemical weapons. I think there are human rights abuses on all sides, but I think that it's impossible to restrict an action. If they bomb and then a plane is brought down, there'll be retribution, retaliation, and I think there would be an enormous degree of mission creep, and we'd end up with another war and another Iraq on our hands.
In Paris, another demonstration, but under very different circumstances. Syrian expatriates sympathetic to President Assad and against President Obama's new best friend, François Hollande, promising the French will step in where the British have now refused to tread. Secretary of State John Kerry even called France America's oldest ally. That will have raised British eyebrows in London, where new questions are being asked about what used to be called the special relationship. McGregor-Wood, Al Jazeera, London.